Testing, testing. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. hmm Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. I'm watching it. Good, good. We're good. Everything is good and how it's supposed to be. Wicked. So, let's get right into this. So, instantly, you're gonna notice that I've made some pretty significant changes to the Modpack. Okay? To really make this feel more like Minecraft Dungeons, in a way, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead and let this load really quick. There's many more mods I've included. I have time today to really go in on this because, it's the weekend. Now, first thing you're going to notice. Yeah, yeah. Wait, just wait. Okay, there's more. Okay, this doesn't really have anything to do with it. This is just part of the texture pack that I like. But I worked on this mod pack for a pretty simple amount of time. So I was able to get this done pretty easily. So allow me to show you the new Minecraft Dungeons mod pack. I was testing it out a bit last night. Okay. So on the surface, this probably doesn't look like much. So let me get out of here and show you what I've accomplished. There's a lot of iron here that I found. Very happy about that, but do not need it right now. So, wait, why did this replace that? What? What is doing that? We'll deal with it later. Okay. But for now, allow me to show you the progress that I've made in making this mod pack extra Minecraft Dungeonsy. Okay. And collect that gold over there. Now, some things aren't working. There's supposed to be one that adds in like extra particles to the game, but I'll grab that later. Okay. I've made some pretty significant changes. Okay. Especially to how many mobs there are in the game. And, how many different varieties of mobs spawn. And it all works perfectly. I am using shaders. Turns out they work just fine. So that is great. Like totally great. Because usually shaders just cause chaos. But not this time. Pretty deep in the caves right now. I don't know why the sound effects just randomly stopped working. That's wasn't happening yesterday, but hold on. Need to find the way out of here. Died over there at some point. You'll notice the wakes mod. Okay. Just need to get out of here really quick, so I can kind of give you a walk through the world. Now there is a weird glitch with my house for some reason, which you will see. But it's not like a noticeable one to the most extent. But if you really pay attention, then it kind of is. I'm sure you'll catch it as I'm walking through the door here. As you can see, there's iron nuggets there for some reason. I've tried removing the door, and they still don't go away, so I don't know what the deal with that is. But, let's sleep. Okay. I spent a bit of time tampering with this, you know, adding stuff, you know, doing that door knock healer thing. Okay. I believe what I've come up with here, this manifestation of mods, is pretty much the closest I've gotten to Minecraft Dungeons so far. Okay. So I just want to show like kind of like how it feels with the shaders really quick. That's the first thing I want to go over here, is how, you know, how this mod pack feels with the shaders that I've implemented into the game with, you know, just by putting it into a folder. So and we got all the bells and whistles here. Okay. It's looking pretty nice. You got pages and just pages of new blocks and stuff and dyes and whatnot. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. So I mean, there's only 39 pages, but there's a lot of blocks in the game. Okay. I'm just going to be playing today like usual, but, you know, still haven't found Woodland Mansion anywhere. Went up here, there's a mine shaft up here, as you can see. Hold on. Where is it? Right. This is like the beginning of it right here. That was great, except I died a ton, because, you know, it's kind of difficult to survive like this, so. That's okay, because today I'm going to try and explore. I guess I could try going this way now. There is a nether fortress right up here that I kind of want to go take a peek at, so what I'm going to do is kind of move up this way. So, but yeah, it feels pretty nice, you know. I feel like I did a pretty good job in making this feel about as close as I possibly could. I used Silger's Enhanced Default, because that's the only thing I could possibly think of that would be simple enough, you know, and less orange. So, and it's simple enough. It does the job. You know, until we have vibrant visuals to work with, and then, you know, and then we'll be working a different tune here, but, you know, even then, I'm sure they won't be backported, so, yeah, but, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results here. Quite satisfied. Okay, I need to go this way and hook a Louis here. Hang a Louis? I don't know. whichever one they say. Okay, so now I need to go up through here. The goal is to make this feel like just like, you know, obviously regular modded Minecraft, but, you know, with kind of a dungeons spin on it, you know, themed around the camera mod that does this. Obviously there is wavy trees and bushes, you know, but I don't know quite why they're not. Oh, they are. I thought they were like not, you know, they didn't have the like fancy graphics mode on them, but they do. So got nothing to worry about. But that actually doesn't exist in Minecraft Dungeons. They don't have like the ability to kind of see through trees, where it's like, you know, they got the fancy graphics on there. I don't really know. Holes, I guess. They don't actually have that in Minecraft Dungeons, because I went and played so I could kind of understand what I was missing. And at the end of the day, you know, we went a little over when it comes to how good it looks compared to Minecraft Dungeons. It honestly looks a little better, but, you know, we're just gonna pretend like it, you know, Minecraft Dungeons looks better. But, you know, graphics wise, it looks good, but not better than this, for the most part. It's easy to over-anticipate what you think, how good you think the Minecraft Dungeons graphics are, but at the end of the day, you know, they're a little flat. But it's not like terrible, like, but there's not really a way. It's medium, you know. You know, I may have went a little over, but I think, you know, I've accomplished a lot here. You know, you see the vision. Okay, I need to go this way. I'm honestly trying to find new area. And I went the wrong way, didn't I? I did. I was actually trying to go down here, but that's okay. I'm just going to continue going this way now. I'm too deep in to turn around. So. Ow. Fighting illagers is definitely something that I noticed, you know, like when I stumble upon an illager outpost, that definitely kind of captures the feeling a little bit. Unfortunately, you know, the mod Dungeons content isn't available for this version, so that was a major L on that part. There isn't a lot of mods that bring Dungeons content to this game, so you kind of have to fill in the blanks by yourself. Be like, well, you know, I mean, there is, but a lot of them, like, don't really do it in the way that you would think. You know, like, you'd think there would be a mod that would bring, like, the javelin skeletons and stuff, and, like, the enchanted mobs and stuff, but no, there's nothing like that. So, it's just kind of like, you kind of have to work with what you got, you know? That's the fun part about mods, is that you have to work with what you got to figure out how you're gonna make a mod pack that works for you. For me, I have a vision, okay? like my regular Minecraft with all the blocks and cool extra content from dungeons just in Minecraft, that would be great, you know? And I feel like Minecraft Dungeons could have just been a mode or something, but but it's okay because it's still a fun game. But you know, I see a lot of blocks and dungeons that I really wish I could have in this game, and a lot of mobs and dungeons. Some of the mods are kind of buggy, like some don't show up in the JI menu, I think, but they're just still there. Just kind of typical like mod glitchiness, but for the most part, I've added a very great amount of content to the game, and it's a very sufficient amount of content. It holds up. Okay, just need to find it and get everything. I obviously avoided any sort of structure or biome mods because I've already explored the world. So I really just focused on like adding extra stuff that you can craft or make, or like extra blocks that aren't like naturally spawning, but just more, basically. Although, they have fucking windmills in Minecraft Dungeons, so, that's kind of, unless I'm throwing in the create mod, which we all know I'm terrible at. I'm terrible at redstone. But the create mod, don't even get me started, okay? I mean, awful at it. But, focusing on, the gameplay aspect of it, a little more than I am just the expanded Minecraft world. But I am kind of going for that a little bit, Dang it. It's really hard to see depth with this perspective. And we're going to be at this for a while, aren't we? Oh, no. I should probably start heading this way. Because this is going to get rough. I might die here. Okay, there's a lot of new mobs in this game. Some mobs that are already in the game, but just, they're like, I got most of the naturally spawning collective mods in here, so, yeah, we're in some danger right now, so. You figure out how to get out of here. We go around here. This is gonna get rough here. We are in the jungle at nighttime, and there is literally, from what I understand, a lot of jungle skeletons right there, I think. I honestly don't know, and that's what scares me, so. Dude, there's no avoiding this. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I got this. I'll figure this out. Whoa. Handheld torch lighting doesn't really work, unfortunately. Oh god, I'm lagging. Now that I'm streaming, I'm learning a few things. Okay. Just gotta keep moving here. No, but I played this for hours yesterday. For about an hour. Okay, good. Those aren't, nope, those are jungle creepers. Okay, so I'm not going near those, or else I'm totally dead. So that was a lot of jungle creepers in one area, actually. That's kind of interesting. So. Oh god, it's coming. Gotta get out of here. Crap, my mouse is bugging right now. Maybe dropped my mouse one too many times, but it's okay. Gotta stay away from those jungle creepers, man. They will mess you up. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to get out of here, in an easier way. Gotta be careful with these mouse buttons, because I'm accidentally. Also need to make more torches. Oh no. Now I heard that they're making a dungeon sequel. Here's my thoughts about that. I don't think it. Why? Just why? That's all I can think is why. Because, I mean, do people really like dungeons? I mean, I did. A lot of people did, but like, is it worth having a sequel over? Okay. Well, there you go. There's a lot of mobs in the game. A lot of people like dungeons. I like dungeons, but I don't think. Well, they're doing it on a different thing too, so who knows? Maybe it'll turn out fantastic. But thing I personally don't really like about dungeons is that it is just not really worth playing if you don't buy all the DLC, which, back in the day I did. And it was fun for a little bit. Like at the end of the day, the sun goes down, and it's tomorrow. So, that's not the point I was trying to make. I just think that's kind of a funny little twist on that little piece of verbiage. At the end of the day, Minecraft Dungeons is only fun to play with the DLC because, you kind of have that assurance that the rest of the game is kind of at your fingertips, you know what I mean? So, without that, you get far in the game after spending so much money on it, and then you're hit with a big paywall that says the rest of the game is going to cost you. So, I don't really know how I feel about that, personally. Doesn't feel very Minecraft to me, but we all know that Microsoft was behind it, okay? So, we know who the real investors are here. Okay. Behind the scenes, I don't think Microsoft is completely running the show, but I think definitely not going to be hesitant to incorporate a lot of their Microsoft business into it. Their Microsoft trail, okay? The trail of Microsoft, okay? It's quite a stinky one. I was thinking about including the mod that includes the way enchanting works for Minecraft Dungeons, but then I remember I have other weapons in here, so I don't really know how that would work with modded weapons. I'd have to figure out if that mod is compatible with other weapons mods before I initiate the mod into the mod pack. I don't know if I included the factory blocks mod. Oh no, I didn't, because I didn't really want to include chipped, because I felt like that just wasn't really what I was going for. To the extent, I'm also going for like regular Minecraft feeling, but like with little dungeons, with dungeon sprinkles on top. A whiff of Minecraft dungeons, if you will. Pretty strong whiff, but because once again, I think Minecraft Dungeons is fantastic. I just think it has problems. Problems that make it kind of hard to really enjoy to the fullest extent that you can enjoy it. But I don't just want to make the take where you're just kind of like, oh, well, they should just include everything from Minecraft Dungeons into regular Minecraft because, that's pretty much what everybody says. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this should just be the same game. But, in that light, all we can really do is dream. You know what I mean? So. Okay, this is gonna be rough here. Might go towards that taiga biome down in the bottom right corner. But we will certainly see. I think I'm gonna go towards that clearing over in this direction. Something I did notice about the Minecraft Dungeons camera is that it is a lot different from this. This is close, but it definitely doesn't really capture it. But it does to an extent. It's never going to be perfect, Definitely be close. I noticed that the way you fight in this combat mod is literally like pretty much 1-to-1. So this is like the way you fight. That's like pretty much it right there, Other than some, differences in the like sword just the look of it. It does kind of have that isometric look to it, but not really in the same way, even. But it's pretty close. going up here right now. Sort of gain access to this clearing. So I can think about what my next move is going to be. The camera I'm still trying to get right with like the scroll bars and just kind of deciding how much of everything I really want. This is, that I'm just kind of gonna mess around with off camera later though. I think I found me a dripstone cave here that I'm gonna take a little peek at. I do also have vanilla tweaks on. Some adjustments and whatnot. We can take a little look in here. Oh, just leads. Oh, never mind. Could be mobs in here, so I need to be careful. Oops. My mouse is glitching. Jesus. Jesus, what in the hell? There's a little bit of glitchiness here. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Obvious glitchiness here with the button 5 on my mouse. Don't know why it's happening. That seems to be more of like a me issue. Now I wish I had a shovel. One thing I also kind of want to get rid of is the when you're going to when your tool is breaking, it pops text over your screen. I don't really like that, but I don't know what mod it comes from. It says IPN, so oh, that's inventory profiles next. Hold on. Let's see. Where is that? Because I would just rather get that out of there, because... Let's see... GUI settings... I don't know if durability is spelled with an A or an I. I think it's an A. What? What's the point in a search bar? Oh. Okay, so it just blacks out all the ones that aren't that one. So let's just look through here. See if we can find... Oh. No. Hmm. Gotta look through everything here. Okay, it's somewhere around here. Okay, we're getting closer. I can feel it. I think this will do it for now, but if it doesn't, okay, let's just remove all that now. What? What's all this? I turn all this crap off. I don't need none of this. I can manage my own durability. Thank you very much. Alright, so now I'm going this way. 100% I'm going this way. Just so unfortunate to me that there's no mods like this for 1.12.2. It's just, I don't get it because I don't know like what goes into something like this, but it just makes me so sad because this would go so hard with 1.12.2. Let me tell you. Oh god, another little lags back there. I am streaming, so it's gonna be different than if I were just regularly playing it. Okay. It's optimized. Okay. It's not. Yeah, that happens all the time. Okay. Just my headphones. They sometimes just shit. So, anyways, let's continue towards that dark forest, because I need what that place has got. Definitely don't have enough leather to make all the books that I need for an enchantment setup. That won't really come until later. There's a ton of cows over here, so it's kind of a good start. Got a lot of murder to commit here. God, I just wish the streams didn't add so much lag. Makes it so much easier to like showcase, you know, my abilities here. So the reason why we're looking for a woodland mansion is not because I need illagers, but because I need bookshelves. And I think that they have a lot of bookshelves in them, but I don't know that for sure. Otherwise, we can figure something else out and just continue with the sugarcane farm, hunt down cows, and yada yada yada. So, do it the long way, but, you know, find every village in a 1,000,000 block radius, steal all their bookshelves. Okay, now let's get down to that dark forest biome. That's what I need right now. It's turning nighttime. I don't know what that clicking is. It's supposed to be like a cricket or something. Sounds like a sprinkler. Maybe it's supposed to be a cicada. Something, I don't fucking know. Why is it all shitting now? It's so weird that it's like choosing now to do this. Oh, I'm in the midst of a lag spike right now. Hmm. Yeah, this is lag from the stream. That's a little frustrating, but it's okay. You can never ask for perfect, you know. Especially on a low budget setup. For a low budget setup, this is great. Now, here we are. So shit's probably about to get real. I'm gonna be honest here because it's a really good chance that I'm probably gonna run into some trouble here, and that's gonna be really just difficult. I mean, I already see a stray over there. That's, oh boy. Here we go. Going for these cows because I need all the leather I can get right now. And get it quick and easy without too much disturbance from mobs. As you can see, my laptop is not liking that I'm streaming right now at the same time as playing this. Where cow's at? I see where you're going, buddy. Okay. Government. Just die, please. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, you know, this is kind of looking like a situation is about to unfold. So let's go ahead and get ready for battle because this is going to be kind of wicked here. Got a husk on the way over here. I don't know where that stray is, but I see mobs. Mobs are coming, so I'm going to figure out how to get right over here very quickly because the tides are not tilting in my favor right now. Oh no! You get out of here. Oh my god, where the hell is the clearing? It's right over here. Okay. Sweet. Oh my god. Guys, here it comes. Dude, why is this stream causing me so much lag? I don't know if I can turn down the bitrate while I'm streaming. That's lack the knowledge. Let's just chill here for the night, because this is kind of getting a little funky, so I'm gonna need I'm gonna need an outpost around here anyways. Let's see. Oh God, we got a little bit of lag coming in here. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Oh my God. This is just frustrating. I have an idea, but first I'm gonna wall myself in here. Safely wall myself in from the dangers of the world. There we go. It's my little safety net here. So, except for like right here, which I can just kind of go like this here. There we are. So, may have to turn off my shaders. It's just too much stream lag. Let me tell you guys, when I'm playing this without a stream going, this shit works perfectly. Okay? Streams add a significant amount of freaking task to your computer. Okay? Anybody who's ever streamed knows this. Okay? Now, in the morning, I can explore the hell out of this. Try and find me a woodland mansion. And hopefully not one of those quiet groves or whatever they're called. Okay? Because I need a woodland mansion more. That honestly, it wouldn't be too bad to find that. It'd be kind of interesting, but you know, got ourselves a bit of an outpost here, and I'm high key fucking with that. So, allow me to make a chest here and just put some of this inventory clutter away. Oh, this actually gives me an opportunity to show you one of the other little fun features that I got in here. So, I need a door. Whatever. Okay, it might get ugly here. Just gonna mine this one down. Yep, that one's way taller than I anticipated. That's okay. These damn birch trees. Should all disappear now. There we go. Okay, now let's get back to the base here. The quote base. Okay. Of course, I'm left with an uneven amount of wood. That's just lovely. You're on your own, buddy. Waiting it out till morning. Okay. Ooh, I could make a bed, but I don't really want to set my spawn here. But then again, I'm probably definitely gonna die in that Illager hut. Not Illager hut, Illager woodland mansion. Whatever. They're the same thing. Not really at all, but you know. Whatever. For the sake of convenience. So far, this kind of looks like a sad fart. I hope it's bigger than this. But, we will just have to see. Meantime, we'll do something productive. Get some food smelted here. I suppose this is productive because it's for my survival. So now I should be able to just do this here. Not have that. Nope, does it anyways. I don't know how to disable that. But, we'll figure it out. I'm sure there's a way. There's a will, there's a way. Kind of reminds me of this show I used to watch when I was younger called Willis Wildlife. Okay, I grew up with Cubo. Okay? A little bit. For a little bit I did. It was like, you know, it was sometimes. But honestly, that TV channel had some interesting lore. Like the changes that it had made to it. Kind of want to talk about it, so I'm going to. There was, I remember there was a show on there called 321 Penguins. And there was this other channel on there. It was a Christian channel. And that show actually got swapped over. Right? That was a pretty cool little, like, bit of Cubo lore that I got to... You know, it wasn't... I didn't think about it like that back then, but, you know. I was just kind of like, oh, this show isn't here anymore. Huh. I should also probably make a shovel, too. Oh, jeez. Zombie horse. Guess what, buddy? I got a diamond bow. Okay? You ain't even ready. And the horse gets to live. Because the horse ain't trying to hurt nobody. I might actually turn this into a bit of a, outpost. If I can. See what I can do here. Okay. Okay, turning off the shaders was a very good idea. That definitely assisted me. I also have the bridging mod on here. It doesn't perform like perfectly, but it does work. It does work on occasion. So, to some extent, it is useful. For me, that mod is very useful in all circumstances, because I am much better at just kind of building like that than, you know, having to stand on the edge of the block and do the whole, like, maneuver. Oh, that horse is gonna die now. It's over. Call this Outpost Juan. I like that color. It's cool. Alright. Let's put some basic crap in there. Probably gonna get a bit of loot if we do find a woodland mansion. So, that'll be pretty nice. I know you can make bricks out of this with some of these mods, I think. Aha. See? I don't know what mod it's from. Oh, better nether. Oh, what? I thought I included the bountiful blocks mod, but I guess not. Whoa, how do I make that? Okay, I need to kill an Enderman. Which is not an easy thing to do, but great. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's ditch this crib. I like that. Kind of looks like periwinkle, that color. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go. Now, there's definitely probably going to be mobs in here, as far as I'm concerned. I did include some performance mods, such as like Modern Fix, you know, the big one. But try not to do things like coaling, because it kind of made me wonder about how this is going to work, you know, because this is coaling all right here, so maybe it wouldn't affect it, but I was just overthinking it, so. As we go out, we might run. What is this? Rot? Oh. I want rot. So as we go out and generate more chunks, I don't know how these other mods affect the terrain, so. I do have, this mod is like something in junk that includes like butterflies and stuff. I don't know where those are going to be though. I haven't seen one so far. So. What is this? What are these? A columbine. Cool. Okay, this is gonna be epic because there's lots of stuff here to look through. Go ahead and yoink myself on top of this tree. Sheesh, there's a lot of this biome to explore, so I'm gonna have to be careful with my footing here. About where exactly I go. Okay, hold on. Trying to take as minimal damage as I can here. Try and get through this area. Dang it. It's okay. I have so much food and so much iron right now. It's good to take a few hits. So. And what a funny sentence. Oh, this is kind of mediocre. Dang it, now I'm gonna have to find a whole new one. Ah. So, but then again, I don't know if you can see them through the tops of the trees on the map, but maybe not. So, maybe so, actually, because I feel like I've run into one of those before. So, I'm just gonna continue going the route that feels the safest, since if I don't find one here, I'm probably going to end up traveling through the night again. We're probably going to want to go this way once we get to this point here, because I don't know if I can survive another nighttime bush forest encounter. So, everybody's playing Hightail right now, and that's great. I'm just, you know, I might try it one day, but you know me, I'm all about my pixels, so just doesn't really aesthetically match with me. But you know, it doesn't mean I'll never try it. No. Definitely don't see it as the end-all be-all to the Minecraft problems. My problems with Minecraft aren't necessarily a lack of new content per se, but a lack of more so direction that kind of makes me feel satisfied. But you know, there is quite a bit of new content that's been added recently, but to me, it all really feels like it's kind of beating around the bush, you know? Then again, you know, I don't really, you know, if someone's painting a picture in some circumstances, you know, the best way to understand what that person is going for with the more broad scale of the picture is, you know, to understand like what, you know, what they're going for with it. So I'm not entirely sure what Minecraft is going for with like all the new, you know, like I don't know what their picture is for the overall Minecraft world. So, you know, I definitely don't mind it though. Okay, this is a much safer, spacious biome. I think I will be safe traveling through at nighttime. So, this isn't looking very promising, so I'm probably going... I kind of want to go towards this mountains biome. I would honestly like to make a base in a mountains biome, because it's not really something I've ever really messed around with very much. Outside of like a really old Minecraft server that I don't really mess around with anymore, particularly. So, you know, because I've kind of moved on from Minecraft servers. I'm a mod guy. So, yeah, I'm definitely exploring that biome. Sometimes I just like to make a base in a totally new area. Just kind of like vibe around there for a little bit. As seen with my previous playthroughs. I never really came to a full consensus on how I felt about Better Minecraft as a mod pack. So now that I've played, you know, through up to about, you know, I would say, let's say 25%. I would say that my view on that mod pack is definitely incomplete, but feeling pretty generic. But, you know, it's just, there's things that are lacking, you know, like storage, you know, and, you know, other things. Storage, you know, I think the netherite is cool. the enhanced netherite. I think that's a cool little promise of gameplay overall. You know, from what I've experienced so far, which is an incomplete view of the mod pack, I would say it feels more like, you know, something to do if you're looking for a mod pack that isn't super extensive, super, like, you know, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it has some pretty notable features that I think make it able to be enjoyed properly as a mod pack. In my boat troubles. Yeah, this is just a big struggle for me right now. Can I just place this on the... Yeah, there we go. Okay, that'll work. Let's get out of here. I do have the ship's mod, but I'm not ready to go in on that yet. Okay. Because, you know, look at the water in this world. I need to get more of everything mapped down before I make a ship. I do have a treasure map, too, that I found over here. So... Very foresty world. Oh, it's saving right now. What? Okay. Oh yeah, there's also like not fun stuff in the ocean, so I should probably be a little mindful. Water creepers and all that. Need to be quick with my checking of the map here. Okay. So I'm gonna go right up to this terrain over here. So I just don't really want to be on the water much because there's deadly creatures on there, guys. Water creepers are not fun. That's why I have a different boat than I used to have. Okay, let's... Oh, there's something totally new over here, but... I don't think I'm ready to explore other lands yet. Oh wow. There's like nothing over here. But, you know. Let's keep going. Oh no. It's turning nighttime. I need to get to a clearing. There's one right up ahead, so just gotta hurry. Now the sun sets quick, so I think, okay. Need a clearing, because it's going to be very difficult to fight in the forest. Grab myself a boat here. As you can see, it was just completely easy this time. So I'm going this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Here we are. Nice little clearing where I can just kind of exist without too much trouble from the forest. And I'm gonna need torches too. Let's get to about the middle of this, right up here in this flat little area. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Gotta keep moving. Not done yet here. Let's see. This is it? Oh no. Okay, whatever. This is kind of it. So, just go ahead and throw these together real quick. Ow. Okay, we're good. Just need to go ahead and make myself a little area here. No! Oh god. Okay, well, quickly patch this up. That should be good. Good enough. Keep me safe through the night here. Great! I don't know if I'm going to make this one an outpost. Plan on kind of exploring this whole deal here too. We got a good bit explored so far. We're certainly not done. Spiders are probably going to be an issue. Don't worry about it. Okay. Didn't include any backpack mods. Probably should have included like a backported bundle mod or something, but we can do that later. Frankly, I don't know if I can handle a mob encounter right now because of all the poison and stuff that they got. Makes the world more of a challenge to explore, but that's kind of the point. You know, because it's challenging. Just Enderman over there. It's a really good opportunity to get me some Ender Pearls. So, let me think. my brain here. I don't really trust the forest right now because I definitely don't have the resources I need to kind of go out there and be okay, but maybe I could torch my way over to those Endermen. So I need what they got. Just those ender pearls. So probably gonna have to take on a spider or two here. Obviously before I kill these Endermen, but okay, this is about to get rough. Oh god, oh god. Bitch. Oh no. Get away! Okay, that kind of assists me a little bit. Oh! Okay. Well. Got the Ender Pearl. Uh-oh. Wonder if I can just... No, it's definitely not gonna work. Okay, I need him not to leave, so... Oh god, I looked at him. Okay, well... Oh! Oh my god, I'm so fucked. Oh no. Oh. Pain. Pain. Bet I could go over to those two villages and grab me some waystones. Oh, man. It's okay. Delete that waypoint. And then... Let me take a little peek at that first village here. Don't know if it has the thing that I need. Doesn't look like it. And then there's also one somewhere up here. Where? There. I'm not exactly seeing that. It would be a stone structure. I guess we can go take a peek for now. Now, put away that ender pearl. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I lost my helmet. Whatever. We'll deal with that later. I could use the mini-map. I don't want this to be like that. Let me take a moment here, okay, to give my critique on another thing involving, Minecraft. And I guess what I want to talk about is the Origins server. So, I used to say Bedrock mods felt like fake mods, and already you probably know where this is going, okay? But Origins MC is not for me, personally, because it feels just so like why not just real mods? You know what I mean? Why not just a real modded server? I mean, it's cool that it's all done in vanilla with data packs or something, as far as I'm concerned. But like, I played through it, and like, well, I played through it a little bit. I messed around with it a little bit on a previous live stream of mine. You know, I didn't really get the best first impression because it feels like fake mods, like with like how Bedrock used to feel. But I think, just like Better Minecraft, I need to give it another try because I ended up playing through Better Minecraft and I didn't think it was as bad. But especially with their new Aether thing that I've been seeing around. I'm just not a fan of it. Like, the fact in my mind that I know it's, like, not a real mod. Like, can you actually add stuff to the game without mods? That's the question in mind, you know? Like, so that's what makes me think about it, like, I don't know how I feel about this. You know, but we'll have to revisit it sometime, you know? So I can make my final conclusion on it. I'm here to steal their waystone, which they don't have. So, yeah. No waystones here. So, that tells me that I will have to craft all my waystones. That's okay. Need more diamonds, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back to the base, grab that treasure map, and start heading towards that. It looks like a gulf over here. Okay. She made a little song last night, but it's just not really, you know, it's not a YouTube song. Okay. It's fun. It's very fun to make. Felt like I really got locked in with the flow. You know, you can kill horses to get leather. But, you know, I'm not going to do that. Oh, there's a ton of cows over here anyways. Sweet. So I need to re-up on leather so I can make me those bookshelves. Look, okay, and it's not like you can shear a cow, okay? So, what am I gonna do? Craft it with milk? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. They're over here. Why is there so many cows over here? This is a gold mine. Look, I know you can see the caves with this, but I'm not paying attention. Okay? But I do notice that it's noticeable. And that's more so what I'm thinking about. Like, I wonder how cheaty that really is. But it doesn't really matter because, like, I'm not really planning on, like, going to those caves. Only really the caves that I have direct access to. Hell, I'd just use the cave finder on the map if I really wanted. A few more cows over there, but I got things to do. Gotta head back to my little shack over here. Yeah. I would like to believe this is back to the Minecraft Dungeons rant here. I would like to think that maybe they don't add in these like extra blocks from Minecraft Dungeons. Like I would like to believe that it's because, like that it's because they just want to provide opportunities to continue, like making things pretty fill-inable for like modders and stuff, but I have a hard time feeling like that's the case. But like I have a hard time feeling like there's some condition, you know, or not feeling like there's some condition as to why. Some other condition, but you know. We go about it all day, you know what I mean? But it's definitely interesting to think about. So now, need more diamonds. So this is gonna be weird looking at this map because I don't know how this is gonna work with this. Oh, you can see it. Yeah, I don't know if that's really gonna work. Yeah, how the hell am I supposed to do that? So like a zoom or something? Just have to look over my shoulder? You gotta be kidding me. I don't think there's any way to properly do this here. Yeah, no, there's no way to do this. Unless I figure out a way to... Well, let me see if I have the map atlas in the game, because I know that's for this version. I totally know how I'm going to do this. In order for me to do this, though, I do need to get the map atlases mod really quick. It's an important mod to have for this, so let's go ahead and head over to Modrinth. There we are. This is just simply the only way this is going to work. But in this case, we might as well just remove journey map altogether because of the idea that you can use banners, but it's going to be a little funky because... But I guess we should remove journey map if I'm including that mod, because now we can just use banners to indicate the place that I need to go on the map, and it just becomes more dynamic. So the thing is, I don't really know how to make a map atlas, but I guess that's what JEI is for, so that'll be fine. Oh my god, hold on. God, sometimes I feel like that one guy who's like building things, and he's like, wait, watch this with mods. Okay, so let's find journey map and go ahead and yeet that out of here, because we are no longer in need of that. Now, it feels a little weird, but you know, whenever I choose to reinstall the mod, it'll just have everything, all my configurations and whatnot already saved. So, and while that's loading, I'm gonna go refill my water cup. So we'll be right back. All right. We are back. So let me get configured here. Ugh. God. Okay, that's kind of a joke about modding. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hold on here. Jeez. Okay, here we go. So, yeah. This is gonna be a little funky because we're gonna have to relocate that outpost. But I think that this is gonna be for the better in the grand scheme of things, of course. Because, this mod feels very, it feels very vanilla friendly. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and sleep. And then we're going to figure out how to make a map atlas, which I think is going to require some slime balls. So let me take a little peeky sneaky. Okay. Map. There we are. Oh, it's the atlas. Oh, how do I make that? Oh, you have to hit R. Okay, you need a slime ball or a honey bottle. Dang. Do we have slime balls? Yo! I do have them. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a little bit of this and a little bit of that here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's get it done. Okay, go like this a little bit. find me some wood, which is probably going to be far away, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. I planted trees. So, yeah, I thought ahead, okay? It's all about beating the system. Then I planted trees. All right. Let's go and, yeah, go a little bit like this here. And that should all just poof away conveniently. Sweet. So now going over here, like this. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Now, let's go over here. Bang. Okay, gives us a pretty good reason to use the cartography table. Now, let's go ahead and do a little bit of this here. Shebang. Now this should be equipable. No, it's not. For some reason. Huh. Weird. Maybe it just does it anyways. So let's go ahead and open this up here. Perfect. Oh, and we can pin stuff, but I'm not going to do that. It's cringe. So we're just going to go like this here. So now... Oh, that's... Okay, I'm going to need a regular map too, I guess, so... Gives us kind of a use for that compass that I got a while back here. Alright. I need paper. Where's my brain being slow? Alright. So let's take a few of these here. Go ahead and give ourselves a maximum sized map. Doo-dee-doo. Dingly-dee. And then go ahead and go like that. Okay. Do a little bit of this here. Oh no, my base is on the edge of the map. I don't know what that's gonna be there. Let's take a look here and add that to the atlas. It should just be as simple as like this and that. No? What the heck? How do we add that to there? Oh, I know there's a way. I'm just not entirely certain as to how I do that. Oh, I made it with... Oh, you have to be holding it for it to be up on your... What? Oh, it just has to be on your hotbar. Okay. Well, that doesn't explain to me how I combine these still. But you should just be able to go like that. I think I might have to make a new one. That's... And then maybe combine them? Not sure. I really am not sure. So we're just gonna have to take a little guess here. You know how I love guessing and finding out. So let's... Wait, no. Let's see. The point is that I just don't feel good about wasting resources on this, but... Oh, I guess you still need the book, huh? Yes. Yes. So, let's go ahead and grab that. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of here. And I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Nothing. Nothing at all. So, I hope I'm just able to combine these. Right? Should set a waypoint at my location. Oh yeah, there we are. But I guess this is the treasure map one. So maybe I can just combine them or something. I'm unsure. No. No, you can't. So, in the meantime, we're just gonna head over there. Kinda wish I had the comforts mod. But, okay, yeah, we're having to redo my map here, but... Oh, and you need more maps. I don't know, let's see what happens. I think... Yeah, this mod might be a little problematic. I'm thinking maybe it's looking like you're gonna have to fill out the map. How many maps can be in this thing? Maps 1? I need to go down and collect me some redstone. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna be a little more challenging than I anticipated. Oh. So, definitely don't have any redstone in there. Oh, this is gonna be challenging. Okay. Now let's swap with this one. See if I can find out where that is. Okay, well, it shows me that I'm going the right direction. So, why is it this way, though? That's weird. We'll work on other map things when, figure this all out here. Oh. Wow, this makes it actually quite easy. The hard part is going to be exploring the world and working with maps. That's where it's going to get a little difficult. So, please, please don't be fucking underwater. That would be really frustrating. We've got work to do here. Is this area on the other map? Yes, it is. But it's just not loading in because for some reason. But we'll figure that out later. Now I got some treasure to find that is deep underwater and very annoying to locate. So, but I kind of know the trick a little bit. So, this is interesting. Okay, it might get funky up in here. So we need to go like right up in this house. Oh, you know what? I don't even have a door. It's okay. We can figure this out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Let's keep the focus where it needs to be here. Make a door right quick. 3 of them. Okay. chest is gonna be at. It should be somewhere right around here. What? Get in there. Could be right under where I place this door, anyways. So, that's always a possibility. I don't know if it can be under stone either, so I'm not entirely certain. Oh no. Don't know if I'm really perfectly on there. Let's see, no, I'm a little bit too forward, so I need to go back this way. I cannot see anything. Oh, there's flint right there. Okay, let's take a closer look here. We need to be precise. Here. I'm not quite on it. Okay, so maybe I need to go a little forward then. Take a look here. Maybe face the proper direction. Just the camera is not facing, so it's this way. Hold on. No. It's got me all confused here. So, this way. Okay. So we seem to be a little too far forward in this direction. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. This is kind of mid, but whatever. Not really what I needed. But okay then, buddy. Get my door back. Give me my door. Get me out of here. Uh-oh. Okay. Now you can get the fuck out of here. Well, that was kind of mediocre. At this point, let's go ahead and swap out this one for this one, because I need to start building on this map, because this is my actual map. So, oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Oh boy. Get back to the base stat. So now, let's try and get back home. I find this to be a little more preferable when it comes to what feels vanilla. Kind of forces you to really, make maps a part of the game more anyways. So now put some shit away here. You can mess around with this at a point in time. Put some of that paper away here. Some of that string. Okay. This map is so interesting. So I'm also going to need another map to explore the areas that I need. This map, for now, we'll just kind of shove in here because what the fuck am I even supposed to do with this right now? You can only put maps that are also the same size in there, so it can be a little more pricey, but... I'm a bit hungry, so I'm gonna take a break for a bit. But we'll be back later. So